Hello everyone. My name is Vanita Baraya. My today's presentation topic is evolution of storytelling from manuscript and printing press to the digital internet age. Hello everyone. My name is Vanita Baraya. My today's presentation topic is evolution of storytelling from manuscript and printing press to the digital internet age. Today I will present on the evolution of storytelling from handwritten manuscript to digital internet age. This journey shows how human imaginations has adapted with technology over centuries. These are my academic details and presentation details. This is a table of contents. So my research question is that how technological innovations from manuscript and the printing press to digital platforms shaped the methods, reach, and impact of storytelling throughout history. So my hypothesis is that technological advancement significantly expand the accessibility, format and audience engagement of storytelling, transforming it from a limited elite practice to a global interactive phenomenon. So first, introduction. Storytelling is one of the oldest form of human communication. Over time, the way we will tell stories has changed with new inventions like writing, printing, radio, and the internet. So in this presentation, I will show how each era transformed storytelling while keeping its core purpose the same, to connect the people. First, manuscript era before printing press. Before the printing press, stories were handwritten on parchment or scrolls by monks and scholars. So book were rare and expensive. So ordinary people relied on oral storytelling. So this period preserved a religious text and cultural memory, but limited knowledge to the elite. So printing press revolution in 15th century. So Gutenberg's invention around 1440 changed everything. So books could now be mass produced. Literary began to grow and ideas spread faster than ever. So the printing press helped fuel major movements like the Renaissance and Reformation. So knowledge became more democratic. So rise of novel and newspapers in 17th and 19th century. So in the 17th to 19th century, storytelling experienced a major shift with the emergence of the novel as a popular literary form. So novels allowed writer to explore complex characters, social issues, and imaginative plots. Appealing to a growing literate audience. So newspapers and magazines also became important platforms, often publishing serialized stories that kept readers engaged over the weeks or months. So this era marked the expansion of public literacy, so aided by libraries, subscription reading rooms, and educational programs, which gave more people access to literature and news. So storytelling was no longer limited to elites. So it reached the emerging middle class and even working class readers. So radio and television era in 20th century. So the 20th century introduced sound and moving images. So radio brought live stories and news into homes. So television added visuals, making storytelling more emotional and immediate. A famous example is Orson's Welles' War of Worlds broadcast, which created public panic because people believed it was real. So this era was also enable news and entertainment to be consumed in real time, connecting people across cities and countries. So now digital revolution and internet age, like 20th century and 21st century. So today the internet has created a global stage or storytelling. So blog, podcast, YouTube and social media allows anyone to share stories instantly. So unlike earlier eras, audience can now comment, remix and participate. So storytelling has become interactive and worldwide. For example, a YouTube web series provide serialized digital storytelling to millions of viewers worldwide. So Instagram stories and reels allows bite-sized visuals and narratives. So here is key differences across era. So, as we compare eras, we see a clear pattern that manuscripts were limited to elites, printing opened access to the public, and digital media connects the entire world. So, technology increased speed, reach, and participation in storytelling. So modern storytelling trends. So today's storytelling is no longer limited to books or films. So modern storytelling has moved to digital platforms where audience are active actively participants and now just listeners and not just listeners. So, for example, short videos on TikTok and Instagram Reels tell emotional, funny, or inspirational stories in under a minute. So, these bite-sized narratives spread quickly and reach millions in hours. So we also have YouTube and web series, so where independent creators tells series based stories without traditional TV or film studios. So this allow everyone to become a storyteller. So podcasts are another form of audio storytelling that can be fictional or documentary style. Shows like serial pro that people still enjoy listening to stories, just in a modern format. So overall, modern storytelling is visual, fast, interactive and global. So the power of storytelling is now in the hands of everyone and not just writer or publishers. So conclusion. So storytelling keep evolving with each technology, but its heart remains the same to express human experiences from quills to keyboard. We continue to tell stories to understand ourselves and each other. So these are my learning outcomes. These are references, and if you have any question.
So my question to you is that do you think technology has reduced the imagination because everything is visual now?
I think technology has reduced imagination, But when we talk about when earlier people say story and learn something from orally, and they had imagine with to their mind, so they imagine everything with their mind, so their imagination is different. So today we show that visuals like today we show visuals like films and videos and animations. So uh, it has shifted through our mental pictures and to visual creations. So it depends on us how we use technology. Anyone else?
So my question is that has social media made everyone a storyteller? Is that good or bad?
Yes, social media made everyone a storyteller, because everyone can express their thoughts, their emotions through post and reels and all the things. So everyone become storyteller. Even ordinary people can express their emotions and all. But I another side, I believe that people more focus on likes and their uh, uh, they want to become famous and all. So it can mm, it can negative point. So I think it depends on us that how we use technology. So thank you.